It's fun.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Big O TV, where you get tips, tools, and resources that you can begin using right away today to go from frazzled to freedom and get your business organized for the amazing success that you want to have, that we all want to have. Well, today I have on the show a wonderful, beautiful, amazing, all the rest of the adjectives and adverbs and everything that go along with her, Christina Diaz. Let me tell you a little bit about Christina Diaz. This is some amazing stuff, and you're really, really, really going to want to hear what Christina has to say. Now, Christina is a holistic lifestyle coach that provides techniques to releasing limited beliefs by understanding the mind-body connection. That's deep. She incorporates guided visualization, methods of breath work, focus sessions that get deep into the blocks that are standing in the way. She has a background in, I can't pronounce that word. That's what she said. Meditation and Usai Reiki.
Reiki of natural healing.
Thank you. Breath work, and incorporates the powerful technique of affirmations and music therapy. Welcome, Miss Christina Diaz. Welcome. So happy to have you here.
Thank you. It's nice to be here, Aja.
Yes. We love amazing people like you who are able to bring a kind of, this right here. This right here is what my problem is. Sorry, guys. She's clawing at me. But people like you who are able to bring a different kind of feel to what organizing your business is. I mean, your background is so vast, and not just to be able to help us in the I guess, like, when people hear organizing, they always think like just paperwork and everything like that. But they probably don't know that the area that you work in is also something that they need to incorporate into their lifestyle as well. Would you think?
Yes, I would think so. Absolutely.
I would think so.
Absolutely. I think that people need to learn to kind of just relax and focus and acknowledge. I think the first thing that people need to do is acknowledge that there is a problem, acknowledge that there is pain, acknowledge whatever that they have been holding them back. Let's just say that's like the first step is, you know, how they say, well, at least the first step into healing is to acknowledge there's a problem.
Right.
So once you acknowledge it, and I feel like the next step is kind of write it down, get it out. If you don't feel comfortable enough to be vulnerable to your friends or family, be vulnerable to yourself. You have to let it go and face it. So to me, that's cleaning house. To me, that's organizing and shifting all the dirt and cleaning it all up. And it's not easy, but it's possible. It's definitely possible.
Oh my gosh. I say that. I thought I made that up. But if you're saying it, then I guess I didn't. I always say it's what do I say? Look, I forgot. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. Okay. And I think that is a very important thing for people to understand is it's no one saying that it's going to be easy, because it probably really isn't. And if someone is telling you that it's going to be easy, then they're probably lying. Yeah. Very misguided. Yeah. But it's not possible either. So definitely. Now, with that being said, what has been the biggest challenge that you've had in your business with organizing?
Well, what's happened is, because I'm intuitive and I've worked in the small town of Knoxville, and I've done a lot of one-on-ones and had groups and worked out of my home and small offices. What's helping me get organized is I've hired some coaches to help me go to the next level, to kind of be a soundboard for me and understand all the technical for the webinars and Blab. So now you're my coach over here for Blab. So I reach out because I think it's important that if you don't understand something, but you acknowledge that there's a problem or something that you want to solve, you reach out and you ask somebody to support you. and I found a really good support system. And so that's what's been holding me back, because I thought, oh, this small town, they don't get it. You know, it's like woohoo and all this good stuff. I'm never going to make it out of this town. And I thought, well, don't limit myself, you know? So let me just ask somebody, because the next level is social media. The next level is to get my face out there and connect with as many people as possible. And so that's my mission right now. So I had to overcome everything that I teach people, because I think every new venture that you go on, you're starting over, and all those emotions are coming right back. So how do you deal with it? So even though I've got a lot of years of experience, I'm still human. So yeah, I think it's important to reach out to people and ask for support.
I totally can relate to that. I was telling you earlier that my April has been just so chaotic. Oh my gosh. You know, and I had to stop and say, you know, what is the universe bringing me? No, I did this to myself. You know, I said yes to this. I said yes to that. I said, okay. And I brought a lot of unnecessary chaos into my life. And so here I am, like you talk about teaching people what you've learned. And here I am, I'm teaching people how to go from frazzled to freedom. And I just brought all this frazzled into my world. Mm-hmm. But what I realized is this experience that I've had this whole month, which is, I'm telling you people, my April has been a whirlwind. I mean, it's like Mr. Toad's wild ride. The whole month of April, it's just been awful. So I thought, okay, well, maybe this was something that I needed to have in my life to really be able to connect with people about the chaos in their life and how to really get out of there. Because honestly, to be quite honest, I haven't had this kind of chaos in my life in a long time. So, and that's because I really try to stay proactive and on top of it. So when it came back into my world, I was just like, what the hell is this? You know, so I'm kind of glad that I was able to have it. And so now, like you talk about reaching out, and I did have to reach out for some help. I had to say, hey, you know what, I need a little bit of help. Can someone help me with this? And I was able to get that help that I needed. And it was hard. It was hard to do, but it was a necessary step. So thank you for sharing that. I'm really happy that you brought that up, because this was a story that I probably wouldn't have even talked about had you not brought that up. So
yeah.
So what did you do to overcome that obstacle of what you were just saying?
Of like, okay, well, first I kind of wrote it down and I said, okay, what is it going to look like? What do I need? What do I need to make this happen? And so I would get on the internet and I would search. And of course, you know, I would do my inward work. I would meditate or pray or whatever it takes to kind of get to that space so that you open to receive. And that's such a powerful place to be able to trust yourself and know that when you say that you're opening up to receive great things, that things will happen and they will come to you. And so people just started coming to my right in front of me, and I reached out. And it was the best connection I could have ever made. It was really beautiful. And someone that I trust, someone that earned my trust, someone that I know that she's going to support me like I would support somebody that came to me for assistance.
Right.
So she mirrored what I would give. And so that was beautiful for me. So I felt comfortable and I felt like, okay, this is it. Not that the work is going to be easy, not that I don't have to do the work, but I have the support. I have the support now, and I feel more confident. And it's one less thing to worry about. And I focus on the mission, and she'll help me with the rest. So I'm good.
I love that. That's absolutely beautiful, because it really does, like I was just saying, it really does take a lot to step out and say, hey, I need some help. I really want to work on whatever the issues are that are going on, and to actually, like you said, just to be open enough to receive that as well. It's a big step. Can you tell her to be quiet? Tell her she's not, this is not her show. Not your turn. Not your turn. Okay, so give us your best advice. And I know we talked about that just a little bit, just a minute ago. But if you could just reiterate and give us your best advice for other people who are struggling with the same issues that you've had.
You mean about moving forward, or they're kind of stuck in?
Yes.
Okay. I wouldn't.
Or even, I mean, getting up.
I have like a situation, huh?
Or even getting up the nerve to even ask for help and just even that part is a big deal. Yeah.
To overcome that, you have to be pretty tired of the situation. I mean, sometimes it takes the brick in order for people to wake up, not the feather, but the brick. So some people wait a long time, almost to the rock bottom, before they ask for help, but it's never too late. Mm-hmm. I would tell people that it's never too late. I would say to people that if you have any kind of inkling or something stirring in your stomach that you need to make a change, I would say listen to that. I would say this is one of the things that I'm going to talk about in my post later on in Facebook. When I say to you, Aja, have you ever tried meditation? And what does meditation look like to you? How would you respond to that? What is your idea of meditation?
I would say sitting on a mat, closing my eyes, sitting Indian style, trying to release and kind of let go and trying to just kind of let my breath kind of meld into my breath. Mm-hmm. And I've done meditation before, and that's obviously something I need help with is that. So I would say yes, that's it.
Okay. This is what part of my, I think, teaching, I'm hoping to bring this out. Meditation, the true essence of meditation is to get you to a point of focus, right? Okay, so if somebody is swimming and they have to stay in that lane, they have to focus, right? So they're not thinking about anything else but getting from that one side to another and staying between the lines. So I ask my clients or students, what is the one thing that you love to do or that you find pleasure in doing that gets you to that complete focus? It could be running, it could be hiking, it could be cycling, it could be knitting, it could be whatever you choose. And it could be sitting in the lotus position. But meditation, Qigong, those are moving meditations. It's a focused meditation because the true meaning of meditation is to get centered and focused. Doesn't say anywhere that you have to sit in the lotus position, because I'm going to tell you, 90% of Americans or a lot of people are not going to get into a lotus position. That's the last thing they want to do because their brain is, going mad. I say, if your mind is racing and you feel confused, move your body. That's the easiest thing. That is the easiest thing to create the balance, is move the body. If your mind is on overdrive, move that body. Move that body, because that's going to get you to center.
And I can imagine that I'm going to share that real quick because that was a yummy nugget. Okay. I can imagine that when you take the time to actually go through a process like that it would help you to be able to focus in other areas.
Yes.
As someone I'm just like, I call myself the organista because I am just like down for the organizing, any and everything. But a lot of people are not. And it does take a lot of focus to, even if it's just about you trying to get something done in particular, it takes focus for you to get that done. or if I have a bunch of papers sitting on my desk right now, it's going to take me to focus to get that done. But I can really imagine that if you can do what you said, that it would help you in just about any area of your life. Would you say that's correct?
I would think so, for sure. I know it helps other people. I know that when people talk about meditation, they get bored. They're like, that's not what I'm going to do. And so I say to them, and I give them the example, what do you like to do? And they give me these examples. I'm like, do that. Do whatever it takes, because it's going to, after yoga, when you do the asanas and you're sweating in the handstands and all these stretches, what do? They do shavasana. Shavasana is when you're laying in corpse pose. Why? Because it's the balance. You've moved, you've exhilarated, and now you want to calm down. And it's the most powerful. Shavasana is one of the most powerful asanas, positions.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because it gets you to a point where you are actually focusing on everything and nothing, because you can feel your vibration, your body's vibrating at a higher rate at that point, because you're moving and you're focusing all your muscles, and you're doing the mind body connection, and it's in full focus. And then you want to get to a point where you're nice and relaxed, and so your body's still vibrating. It's the energy is so high. It's the most powerful experience, I think, if anybody can get there.
I'm interested to know if anyone that's here on the Blab right now, if anyone has a routine before they start their work for a kind of meditation, or some people exercise or something like that. And if you're watching this on the replay, if you have some kind of meditation or some kind of ritual that you do before you start your day, go ahead and type it in. We'll get the messages when the Blab is over. We'll still get it. So I'd love to know just about how many people actually have a morning routine, or a routine, whatever time of the day that people start their job, their work, of really connecting the mind, body, and soul. That's really that's deep to me, because I don't anymore have a morning routine. And what I have noticed is that I have had a lot of trouble in staying focused on the things that I'm doing, because I don't sit down and I don't have, like, I have an altar, and I used to pull like affirmations for the day and things like that. And I don't do that anymore. I started homeschooling, as we were talking. Yeah. And my whole office, which was my go-to zone, I had a space in there where I would sit, and it was just my area. And I don't have that anymore, because now it's called the Cloffice, which is a combination of classroom and office. Yes. Yeah. It's taken over my life. And I found that since I've started that, it's been a lot harder for me to focus. So I obviously need to get back into a morning routine before I start working.
Yeah. Or, just choose whatever works for you. For me, to get really into a mind state is sound therapy. I believe truly in music therapy. It's helped my son. My son is autistic. He's high functioning, but I'll see that he makes these sounds, and I tell him all the time, please stop making those sounds. And then I'll put on a certain sound therapy music that has the different different vibrations in it, different tones in it. And I'll notice while it's playing for 30 minutes, he's fine. As soon as it stops playing, he'll start making the sounds again. And, and that's the same with me too. I crank it up in the house because I know that it's powerful. It's very powerful. So that's another method. So I'm saying that there's so many different methods to get you to a point of a mindset to focus, to organize, to clean house, to get your life in order somehow, some way. It's not just one. I think when they talked in scripture, the carpenter, I think it was a metaphor for all the tools that needed to build the house, the foundation of the house. I mean, somebody gives you a screwdriver. What? I can't build a house with it. So you got to gather more tools. You've got to work with the tools for a while and figure out what it is that you can create.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just so many things that work for different people, and you just got to find what works for you and find somebody that's going to support you, because I truly believe you cannot do any of this on your own. You are not meant to be here. You're not meant to be born alone or die alone. You're not meant to live life alone. You're meant to be in community.
Exactly. Now, Chris says, I have stopped my morning routine when son was on spring break, but really need to get back to it because it was helpful to start my day this way.
Yes. Yeah, start now. Don't wait until tomorrow, whatever your routine was. I don't know what it was. But
you see that
tonight before you go to bed. That's like a little baby. I love it.
And when you were talking about sound therapy, because she sleeps in my room right now, and she meows because I have to put her in a crate kind of a thing because I have another cat around and I don't want them fighting or anything. So, and she meows, and this may sound mean, but I have a relaxation app on my phone and it's got like running water or whatever. I crank that up so loud and then eventually she'll just go to sleep. So
yeah. Sound therapy, it works.
Sound therapy.
It works.
I found that I sleep better when I have some kind of sound on. So I used to play it every night, and then my phone broke. I had to get another phone, and then I just recently re-downloaded the app on this phone, so I'm able to listen to it again. But you're right, that sound therapy is a wonderful, wonderful tool.
Yes.
Yes, it's a tool to gather and use.
To build that house.
Build that house, exactly. So tell me, this is my favorite question, okay, because I'm a quirky kind of a person. And I'm sitting here on my blab with a kitten, right? So, I like quirky stuff. I like quirky people, and I like to hear about quirky things. So with that being said, we all have that quirky little thing that we have going on about ourselves that nobody else knows. Mm-hmm. Come on, share with us what yours is. What's your quirky thing?
Quirky thing. I don't know. I maybe bite my lip a lot. I don't know. Is that what you mean? Like quirky thing?
Well, yeah,
I think my laugh is funny.
My quirky thing is I like to walk around speaking in different accents. Like I do a British accent, make an accent, and then I have conversations with myself. My best friend told me, don't tell people that. Don't tell people you walk around having conversations with yourself in different accents. Yeah. But I do work out a lot of stuff with, all these people going around in my head. We work out just fine.
Yeah. Okay. So I turn music up loud and I sing. I like to sing. I pretend like I'm on stage. Singing. I don't know. For a minute, I'm thinking, hey, that sounds good. But it's fun, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely can relate to that. I'm a car concertist. So I have lots of concerts in my car. I really, really love that. Well, that's absolutely amazing. So this is the time where we would open up for questions if anyone has any questions. And if no one has any questions, then I would ask you to please give the information for your where people can contact you.
Okay.
And are able to get any kind of information that they need regarding your programs or what it is that you're doing, and just to keep up with you.
Okay. If nobody has any questions, then what I'm doing, I guess the first thing is a Facebook group. It's my first Facebook group. It's going to be a closed group, so you'll have to email me if you're interested, and I will. Where do I put that for the people on? Right here? Just
you can put it right in the chat. Okay. Your email address, you can put right in the chat. Mm-hmm.
It's a Gmail, so I can get to you quicker. You can go ahead and connect with me there. And it's going to be a closed group for people who are really serious about making a difference, sharing their stories. You don't have to share your story, but to kind of be supported in a way. And then I'm working on Inward Journey Towards Freedom. And so when we talked earlier about webinars, this is going to be a 6-week live webinar course. So it's like every week for 6 weeks.
Okay.
It's going to be live. It's not going to be recorded. I will support you, and the PDFs will come with the course. So that's up and coming. And then because my good friend Aja has kind of introduced me to Blab, I'll be doing Blab, and of course Aja will be on my show to support what she does. So I'm happy about that.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, and just to show that you can come out of this isolation to liberation. I thought I was being isolated in this town, thinking, how can I grow? I know that my message needs to reach more than where it is today. And I stepped out of my comfort zone. And so that's what I want to support for you. I want to support men and women. And I know that if you share your story or some small bit or change the name or whatever, but just share a little bit about your experiences and your struggles, it really helps people. You wouldn't believe, because that person's not willing to ask or to share, but you did, and it was speaking to her, and so now she's shifted. So It's about helping people kind of shift and plant those seeds and all the beautiful metaphors that we know about. It starts with us.
Right. Exactly. That is absolutely beautiful. And if anyone's trying to build anything in their life, and especially a business, then you really have to start there with that shift before you can move into doing anything with organizing your business or having the success that you want to have, because you got to have that mindset first. So definitely contact Christina Diaz if you all would like to learn more about how she can help you with changing that mindset and getting out of your comfort zone, because that's it, guys. I mean, that's it. It's about getting out of your comfort zone. I have to tell you that for me, even this show, I just started the show about a month ago. I'm not a natural hostess at all.
Of course you are.
I'm goofy, and when I first started, I was like, hello, welcome to the Big O. I am Aja Venseeker, your host. Hello. Thank you, Chris. But I love it. This has been a wonderful platform for me, because the platform is so informal. I can just, I can make mistakes. I can do whatever, I can hold a cat that's, anybody want a kitten, anybody, free to good home. And so it's been a really huge step for me, coming out of my comfort zone of, oh my gosh, I got to put on makeup. I've got to put on clothes. What should I do with my hair? Things like that. It's not easy, but it's not impossible, right?
It's not impossible. I want to, the name of the Facebook group is Self-Discovery Mind Reset. And then I have this intention that I want to share.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, so
that's funny.
Chachana said, I thought that was a design on your shirt. I didn't know it was an actual
like
cat.
A baby.
Like a baby. Yes, she's sleeping. Yeah. Please share with us. Go ahead.
When one forgives, 2 souls are set free.
Oh my gosh, that is deep.
When one forgives, 2 souls are set free. Now, this was given to me by somebody, so this is an unknown source, but it was very powerful. And I think that just speaks to so many people. In other words, you can no longer blame the other person. You can't. Because they're really, you can't. You have to say, I can't, I don't accept it, and I'm ready to walk. I mean, you just have to turn away. When one forgives, 2 souls are set free. Yep.
Thank you so much for putting that in there, Chris. That is the truth. And it is absolutely beautiful. I love that. Absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Well, I thank you all so much for being here. And Christina, this has been just beautiful, beautiful, awesome nugget
Yeah.
of information for us to really take. Thank you so much. And I want to leave this with everyone. If you would like to, Christine, I sent you an email. Yay, yay, yay.
Thank
Great.
you.
If you are interested in finding out more about the Big O TV and what's going to be coming up next, I'm working on putting that on the website as to who's going to be coming up. So if you want to have updates sent to your email, then please, I just posted the link for you to go ahead and use to sign up for the updates. And I thank you all for being here once again.
Thank you.
I want to leave with what Christina said. If you could say that for us one more time, that affirmation was beautiful.
When one forgives, two souls are set free. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Namaste to you all. Thank you so much, Aja. I can't wait for you to come on my show.
Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah, yay.
Exciting.
Definitely. I'm there.
You're awesome.